Hello, my name is Panchèvre. I am Prep's founder, and in this tutorial video, I would like to introduce you to the library, which is one of Prep's 4 applications. It allows you to store and manage all of your research, and it's also a great educational tool. There's a lot of cool educational features built into it. And of course, the library works with the other Prep apps, Extemp, Congress, and the dashboard. Here I am on the library website, which is prep.in/library. It's a good resource to kind of learn about the functionality, but let's jump straight into it. So we're going to start by saving an article to the library. So here's an article from the Christian Science Monitor. In the top right corner, you've got the prepped icon, this orange trophy icon. That is fast catch. So I'm going to click on it just like that. It saved the article to the library. And now if you want to go and save it into folders in Extemp, you can do so. And if you want to save it to dockets and bills in Congress, you can do that as well. I'm not going to go into too much detail on fast catch. There is a separate tutorial video for fast catch, so I would encourage you to check that out. So I'll close this and navigate to the library. So this is library.prep.in. You can see that the article we caught already appears. This is the article feed. So this is rather the library feed. So this is the first thing you see when you access the library. You can scroll through it. There's 50 articles that will be displayed. All of your teammates' articles will be here if you're part of a team. And you see at the bottom the total number of articles, so you can scroll through and access other pages and go back in time. For every single article, you've got these little down arrows, which allow you to see an auto-generated summary of the article, which we automatically generate. And of course, just to point out the obvious here, you've got the title of the article, the publication source, the date. This number right here is the grade reading difficulty level. So this is the reading level at which the article is written. So this suggests, 14 suggests that the article we just caught is written at a sophomore in college level. And these lines right here represent which apps they're saved in. So the green line suggests that it's saved into the library, which all of your prepped articles are, so they all have the green line. Orange means it's also saved into Extemp. Blue means it's also saved into Congress. And then finally, this check mark here, if it's lit up green, it means that you have marked the article as read. If it's in gray, it means that you have not marked the article as read. And marking articles as read is explained in a separate tutorial video on the article view. So I would encourage you to check that out as well. Finally, you have this little 3-dot button over here. It allows you to edit the article, such as the date, publication source, etc., just in case there was a mistake with the way the article was saved. You can also save the article to Extemp, which we'll do that right now. So let's see. I have a folder on poverty, so I'll save it here. And you can save the article to Congress as well. Great. So let me point out a few more things here. This top button is the article filters. So you can filter out and reorganize the articles. You've got a few different options here. So by default, it's filtered by most recent, but you can also change that. Read and unread. All the articles, or just the web articles, or just the PDF files. And you can also look at specific contributors on your team. So if you want to look at what one specific person has done, you just select their name, you click apply, and then it's going to update and show you what that individual has contributed. And finally, you can look to see if its articles have been saved to Extemp or Congress. So the filter options here are really useful. And just keep in mind, this filter option is actually present in all of the apps, but the options change based off of what page you're on. Over here on the right, you've got your user icon. If you click on it, a menu is going to appear. It allows you to change the team account that you're in. You can launch this tutorial video, install Fast Catch, Prepped Offline, our iPad app. You can visit our Help Center, restart the tutorial, which is just the tooltips that appear the first time you log in, and you can also sign out. Here on the far left, you've got the Prepped icon. If you click on the Prepped icon, it's going to allow you to navigate to the different Prepped apps. So we're in the library, and here's gives you access to the other applications and our main website. And then, of course, here at the top, you have this search interface. So by default, it's going to search through all the articles in your library feed. But you can also click on this button, which will allow you to search through articles in your newsfeed. So let's talk about the newsfeed really quick. And I'll navigate back to the library feed here. Let me reset the filters. So on the left, you've got the library feed. You've then got the newsfeed. So the difference between the two, the library feed is all the articles that you have manually saved through Prepped, whether it be through Fast Catch or by uploading PDF files or by saving them from the newsfeed. The newsfeed is Prepp's autofiler. It autofiles over 100,000 articles from 50 different news sources. And with the newsfeed, all those articles will be present up until 3 months. So once the article is 3 months old, it gets rotated out of the newsfeed. And so we do that to conserve space and to make sure that the articles are fresh and relevant. But if any particular article, if you find an article that you think is interesting and you want to save, you just click on the Save Permanently button. So we'll just, any of these articles really, we'll start with the one here at the top. And then that's going to save the article to the library. And then if you click on the orange icon, that will allow you to save it to Extemp, and then this icon will allow you to save it to Congress. Of course, you've also got the auto-generated summary, and it shows you what the publication source is and the date. So a few more things to point out about the newsfeed. So this is the advanced search results, right? So if you just type in a search here and then you click this icon, it's going to run a simple search, which is any of these words, and it's going to look for title only. But you can adjust this, right? So, or rather, it runs for all of these words. So every word, and you can separate multiple words with a comma, is going to be part of your search. Any of these words is a broader search where it's going to find matches if only one of those words is present. This exact word phrase is useful if you can remember a specific article and there's like a specific statement that you wanted to find, and then none of these words. So let's say you're using a word which oftentimes comes up with other articles or topics that aren't exactly relevant to your search. You can type in the words that would exclude those articles, and it'll prevent those articles from appearing. Then you've got the dates, right? So you can sort of adjust the date range. You can say after a certain date or before a certain date, and then you can adjust this over here. You can narrow the publications. So these are the publications that it is autofiling. By default, it's going to search through all of them, but you can, for example, deselect them and say, I just want to search through, these sources, for example. And then you've got title or content, so it's going to search through everything, the title of the article and the content, or you can narrow the search and look for title only or content only. And then finally, you can filter results by most relevant, in which case there's an algorithm to determine the frequency of the words, where the words appear, and that will surface the stronger matches, or most recent, which is just going to return them with the most recent articles published at the top. So let's go ahead and just do another search here. Right, so this is returning all articles that have energy and Tesla in the title or content, and only from these specific publications. And again, you can just click Save Permanently, and it's going to be saved into the library. So that's the newsfeed. I hope you'll be able to take advantage of it. It's a fantastic resource. You've got over 100,000 articles, so if you are just joining Prepped, you've already got a ton of articles to use for your research. So it really helps new students and users who are joining Prep for the first time because you've already got a large research base. It helps small teams because you'll have just as many articles as the larger programs. And it helps anybody who wants to research more efficiently because you can just look for specific topic areas, do your research in the newsfeed, and then save very quickly whatever you want into Prepped. So I'll navigate away from that. Of course, you're running separate searches for the newsfeed and also for the library feed, but the interface is mostly the same. The only difference is that in the library feed, you can't adjust publication sources, but you can adjust which apps the article has been saved to. But aside from that, everything else is the same. So we're back here in the library feed. A few other things to point out, right? So this is the round functionality. You've got the memory bank and you have PDF upload. So we'll go through all three. The round. This is the exact same feature that you have in the Extemp application. So it's meant to be used while you're competing and you want to organize all of your research efficiently so that you can quickly prepare your speech. What you would do is you would click on the round, you would set your timer. So let's say you have 30 minutes for draw. Maybe you'll do 29 because it takes you a minute or two to draw. So you'll draw your question, you'll come back, you'll enter your topic question, and you'll start the round. And you'll notice here in the top right corner, you've got your timer, which is already running. You can pause it, you can reset it, you can end the round. And then of course you have the actual round interface itself, right? So it has the topic question at the top. And the instructions are, go find articles that you want to reference in the speech, and then click the plus button to add them to the round. So let's go to the Newsfeed, and we'll do it from here. So it found 62 articles that have all of these words in the title or the content. And I'm just going to click the plus button on a few of these here. But obviously you want to probably scroll through, maybe look at the summary to figure out what's most relevant. And you'll notice that as I click the plus button, this number that appears over the round increments upwards, right? So that indicates that there are 8 articles that have been added to the round. And so I'll navigate back over here, and this is the interface you have while you're competing. So in one view, you have all of the articles that you've selected, and you can quickly navigate back and forth across those articles. You've got your topic question here at the top. You have your timer running. You can do keyword searches for each article, so you can find matches with the keywords. You can use this little button to sort of expand the reading view if you want more of your focus on the actual article. And this button right here allows you to change sort of the view if you want to look at which highlights, your highlights, your team highlights, if you want to look at the summary of the article, for example. This button allows you to remove that article from the round. And then these buttons allow you to scroll up and down through the article view. So this is it, right? I mean, you saw how quickly it was. I mean, literally in a matter of a minute, I had a handful of articles that were useful and relevant to this topic area, and you're now ready to begin outlining your speech and using really high quality evidence. The last thing to point out about the round is that we actually save the history of every single round. So once you end this, the topic question and all the articles that you cited in that round will be saved. And you can view your round history by going to the dashboard, navigating to your user profile, and you can see all of your Extemp round speeches. So that's a really cool feature. I could only imagine if I had that while I was competing. I started my sophomore year. It'd be pretty cool to be able to go back in time and look at literally every single Extemp speech I've given and have, some record of that. So I'll go ahead and end this round. A few other things to point out. Let's talk about the memory bank. So the memory bank is a really cool new feature that we released quite recently. And what the memory bank does is it allows you to create flashcards directly from your reading. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. Let's find this article that we started off with, right? So we have this Google fact-checking view. And let's see here. So here we got this right here, this sentence. 77% of global searches come through Google, which is pretty remarkable. I think that's worth remembering, right? So anytime you find content, facts that are useful or interesting or important and you really want to commit them to memory, you can add them to the memory bank by creating these flashcards. So you highlight that sentence, you've got the highlight menu that appears, and you would click on the brain icon. That's the memory bank. So what will happen is that the content that you selected serves as an answer to a question that you then type in. So I'm going to type in so this is the question, this is the answer, which is coming directly from the source, and then I'm going to select a topic area. So I will do economy and business, since this is an American company, and I'll also do social and culture and tech, because this is a technology, and I'll do international issues, right, since this is happening on a planetary scale. You can pick up to 3 topics. It's obviously your call, but if you have the advanced folders in Extemp, you'll notice that these are the topic areas for advanced folders. These are also the topic areas for our practice questions. So, 7 domestic and 7 foreign topic areas that you'll see consistently throughout Prepped. So you go ahead and save the memory. And just like that, the memory was created. So if we navigate back to the memory bank, you've got right here the flashcard at the very top. Now, you've got 2 different views. So you have this flashcard view. So this is the view you could use just to sort of go through all of your files or all of your memories as flashcards, right? And it's going to show you, the publication, the article, the publication source, and the date. Once you look at a memory, sorry, I just opened the actual article. Once you look at a memory and you feel like you've actually memorized or you've mastered it, you can click this brain icon, which will commit it to memory, or it marks it as having been committed. And so you've got filter options here as well, right? So if you want to look at just the memories you've mastered, and you want to look at maybe just your memories versus your team's memories, you can filter them. You hit the apply button, and now it narrows it down, right? These are the 15 memories that I have actually committed to memory. Oops, I just closed out the whole library. Let me open it back up. That's not right. Sorry. So that's the memory bank. Again, I think this is a really awesome tool. It's a great educational tool. I hope that you take advantage of it. And you can be promised that in the very near future, we will be tracking memory creation and activity as well. So you'll be able to view the activity of yourself and your teammates through the dashboard. The last feature here is the PDF upload. And let's go find a PDF really quick. Sorry, this might take a moment. Let's see. All right, download the full paper. Here we go, perfect. So I'm going to download this PDF. All right, so the PDF upload, really straightforward. You just drag and drop, or you can select PDF, but I'll just drag and drop this guy in. And just like that, it's going to upload the PDF. You would then have to manually enter in information about the article. So we'll get the title, New Financial Stability Governance Structures and Central Banks. We'll get the original URL. Brookings is the publication. The authors would be Rochelle Edge and Nellie Liang. And then the publication month and date. So August 2017. So we'll just do August 1st, 2017. And so then you click upload. So it'll take a second here to actually upload the PDF, but just like that, it was added. And so now you can upload another one, which is going to go to the library, or of course you can save this into Extemp. Let's see. Let's just do global economy. Right, and so it's been saved to Extemp. So at any point you can navigate away from the PDF page, and here's the PDF that we just saved. So if you open this up, you'll notice that we have the actual full PDF viewable in the article view. So this isn't a modified version. This is the actual file. You can scroll through. It's all there. You can run searches through it. You can print it, download it. I mean, pretty much anything you can do with the article view, you can do with the PDF view. I do want to point out that at the moment you cannot apply highlights to it, but that is something that we will be changing very soon, early in the fall semester. So you'll be able to highlight and extract content from this, whether it be memory bank flashcards or Congress arguments. So this is the article. All right, so that more or less is the library. I hope you found this tutorial video useful. I would definitely encourage you to check out the videos for fast catch and the article view. Those are really useful as well. Otherwise, if you have any questions or issues, feel free to email us by reaching out to hello@prep.in. Thank you.